professional cyclist? I know you spend 50% of your time in Australia and in France. What does a professional cyclist look like?
Yeah, so for me, I race between 50 and 60 days a year, and that's between one-day races and tours. That's all over the world. So the season generally begins in Australia, and then it generally works through. You have the spring classics in March and April in Northern Europe generally, and then there's tours in Great Britain and Italy and France and the US and China and all over the world, running right through to the World Championships in the end of September generally. And then the season sort of wraps up mid-October for an off-season, and then to prepare again for January.
Fantastic. You've obviously travelled the world and seen some great sceneries while you're pushing it up that hill, hey?
Yeah, that's it.
And then all of a sudden COVID hit, right? So you're right in the middle, I'm assuming, right in the middle of not just training but competing, and then we get hit with this damn virus. So then what happened to your profession and to the cycling industry as a result of that?
Yeah, so for me, of course, I mean, for everyone, it came, maybe we didn't see how big it would be straight away. So we just originally thought, I won't race in Italy for this month. So I actually was in Italy
because that was where the biggest breakout was, wasn't it, to start with?
So I actually had travelled to Italy for a race, was in a hotel hiding from the outside world, only to be told the race was cancelled. So the next day I got back on a plane to Belgium. I was in Belgium for 2 more days, and then all the races were cancelled for the following month in Belgium and Holland. And I just had this feeling it wasn't going right.
Yeah.
So I jumped on a plane and came back to Australia. Some of my colleagues, Australian colleagues, decided to go to Spain for a training camp.
How'd that work out for them?
It didn't work out well. They had 3 nice days in the sun and then were locked inside for 6 weeks or 8 weeks, I think
so
it is.
You were happy that you made that decision?
Yeah.
One of the last flights out, I guess, back in here. And did you have to go into isolation?
Yeah, so I was in Dubai when they announced we'd have to do the self-quarantine or self-isolation. So I came home, and luckily my parents have a separate building at the back of their house, so I was able to do that really well. To do the self-isolation period.
Amazing, like scary times as well. So your